So anywhere you want tighter, smoother, lifted skin, we will put threads. Threads you can put anywhere in the body. This stuff is biocompatible, but it is instant gratification. You'll see that lift immediately. As soon as you put those threads in, you will see that change in your skin. You're getting what you pay for, basically. Hi, I'm Dr. Jessie Cheung. I'm a dermatologist out of the suburban Chicago and New York City areas. And we're going to talk today about thread lifts, all you've ever wanted to know if you're curious and interested in making yourself look a little bit more youthful. So think of thread lifts as something that's going to mimic the look of a surgical facelift without cutting any skin. We're putting dissolvable sutures under your skin. They have little hooks and barbs on them. They look like this, but just much smaller. We're putting them through the fat, and it moves the fat and skin out of the way in your skin. If you're doing this in the mirror and you don't like how gravity is making your jowls and cheek and jawline just look heavier, you can put threads under your skin to keep your skin lifted in place without cutting any of the extra skin, because that would be surgical. So thread lifts are done non-invasively. We inject numbing medicine into your skin. We put little threads under your skin. We snip off the edges, and what you're left with is a lifted look with maybe some bruising, some swelling. The downtime's usually a few days, up to a week or so of swelling for some people, but it is instant gratification. You'll see that lift immediately. As soon as you put those threads in, you will see that change in your skin. What's nice about thread lifting is not only does it move skin around and decrease the look of the fat in your face, but it will also help with collagen synthesis long term. So the benefits are instant gratification with the lift and healthier skin over time. So back in 2006, when I was doing my dermatology fellowship, we were using permanent threads in America. So these were called the lunchtime facelift, the contour threads. The problem with permanent threads is, yes, they get great results, but they had issues too. So those threads were taken off the market after a couple of years. Then there have been a couple of different iterations of different types of thread materials in America. My personal favorite are the PDO threads. There's multiple types of PDO threads. We like using molded threads, meaning the thread has these little hooks stuck onto the actual string over here. The older versions were cut threads, where they would take a string and they would cut into the actual thread itself to make the little hooks and barbs. The problem with that is it would weaken the strength of the thread. So if the patient were to open their mouth really big, if he were to sneeze, the threads would snap all of a sudden like a split end. So we don't like cut threads anymore. They're still using them, but they don't last very long. We prefer the molded threads, which look like these. These barbs are stuck on. There's much better longevity with those types of threads. What's really interesting about some different thread companies is they have a whole variety of thread designs. And so we'll have the classic lifting threads. We'll have other threads that will actually lift and lock your skin into place. And then we have really cool threads that act like volumizers. This also acts like a filler. This is much more blown up, but this would be put under your skin, let's say into the folds over here, or into your cheeks, actually, almost like a filler. And what's nice is what's going to happen over time is your body's going to build collagen around these threads to even have a longer lasting effect. And you could actually inject filler into this hole over here. This is like a blind-ended tube. So we put this into your skin, and if you want extra volume at once, we will actually put filler in, and it will last longer. Yeah, so the benefits of thread lifting, well, threads you can put anywhere in the body. This stuff is biocompatible, meaning you're not going to be allergic to it. So anywhere you want tighter, smoother, lifted skin, we will put threads. So people put them in the foreheads to lift the brows. We put them under the eyes to work on that crepey skin. Most people, this is going to be the classic place where threads really shine, because most people hate their jowls and saggy cheeks and jawline. So we'll put threads all throughout this area to kind of lift and lock the skin into place. If you hate the turkey neck, threads are awesome for moving that skin into place. You can also use threads on the body. We use them to lift breasts, to lift legs, saggy knees, saggy arms, and also butts. A little bit interesting, but yes, you can put threads anywhere in the body. Immediate lifting, less downtime than surgery, but also the creation of collagen. So think of it like you're owning your face longer over time. You're getting your own body healthier, which surgery doesn't really do for you necessarily. So why would someone choose a thread lift over a surgical facelift? If for someone who wants a long-term result, an average facelift is going to be about 10 to 15 years. Go for surgery. Of course, there is some downtime, trauma to the skin, a little bit of discomfort involved with the surgical facelift, but the results are much longer lasting. What we like about thread lifting is it is a lot of a faster result, much less downtime, much less risky, and it's really easy because you can sit up and see the difference as soon as you do it. We can tweak your face as we need, and patients just really like it because it's really not as scary as an invasive surgical facelift. Most people, it's similar to getting a filler. You come in, it takes probably less than an hour to do the procedure, you walk out, you look good. Longevity of an average thread lift can be anywhere from 1 to 2 years. Everyone's different. The healthier tissue is, the younger you are, the better results you're going to have that are long lasting. Nowadays, we also know that the more threads we use, the more collagen contact points we're creating, you're going to have a longer lasting thread lift. So thread lifts, the cost can range from a few $100s to thousands, depending on the skill of your provider, how many threads you're putting in, and how many areas they're working on. So typically, my thread lifts are anywhere from a couple thousand, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I don't know if you want to say that on camera or not, but you're getting what you pay for, basically. So I don't price thread lifts by thread. I price them by result. And so other patients who who want to work on their mid-face, that's one price. Some patients want to work on the whole lower and mid-face, that's a little bit more. Some patients hate the neck too, we'll add a little bit more for that. Some people want everything, the whole forehead down to the cheeks and jawline and neck, that's going to cost a little bit more. But we're really going after results. I'll put as many threads as I think you need to get the results you want for a long period of time. So there's definitely a learning curve to thread lifts. I've been doing thread lifts now since 2006 when they were permanent threads. The more non-permanent ones have been up for probably about 8 years or so. So you definitely want someone who's done quite a number of thread lifts and have them under their belt, because there is a learning curve. The more threads you do, the better you get at them, the more you anticipate different changes in anatomy and where you want to place those threads for the best results for a patient. So always go to someone who's quite experienced, because you'll get a better result. Well, it helps to look at social media, see if they have the before and afters. You can ask them how many thread lifts they performed, how many years they've been doing thread lifts. Some people might do a thread lift once a year. That's not a lot of experience. You want someone who's doing thread lifts consistently every week, every day, doing some thread lifts. So threads play really well with other procedures. So what's nice about thread lifts is if you do a thread lift first, you need less filler, because I can take that saggy skin and move it out of the way, so you need less filler to create the look that you want with the contouring. So I think it's a benefit to doing threads first, and if you still need filler, you're going to need less filler after that. Thread lifts also play really well with your lasers, energy-based devices, and chemical peels. They all make your skin that much more healthier in different mechanisms of action, so you get long-lasting results by getting that lift plus that quality of skin improvement over time. Plays really well with botulinum toxin injections. We love Botox. So I think with thread lifts, especially in the forehead, because we're lifting up the tissue and making it tighter, your Botox is going to last a lot longer. Hopefully we won't need as much over time, because we're reversing what makes the muscle that much more active as you get older. Because as you age, that skin becomes more saggy. A thread lift will put that saggy skin back into place. So thread lifts are really nice because they play very well together with other procedures that we're doing. If you're enjoying this content, give us a like. If you want to learn more about all the fun things we do, the biohacking, the hormones, the peptides, the aesthetics, the sexual health, drop a comment down below. We look forward to hearing from you.